2018 SEAT León Hatchback Review. The good points of SEAT León Hatchback: fuel efficient with low emissions, strong performance coming from all engines, plenty of ordinary equipment, fine numbers of interior quality. The bad points of SEAT León Hatchback: angular mirrors increase wind noise, no sporty trim at a lower price powerful models, no shortcut buttons on touchscreen media system, suspension around the firm side. The third-generation SEAT León hatchback is based within the same underpinnings since the Volkswagen Golf, as well as being the Audi A3 and Škoda Octavia. It comes which has a firmer suspension arrangement to boost seats' sportier aspirations due to its car, and as a result is probably the most suitable option from the Volkswagen Group's family hatchback selection and advanced keen driver. Watch, we ran SEAT's hottest León Cupra for 4 months. Find out how we got. Let's start work on it. As well, because these in-house alternatives, the SEAT León faces stiff competition on the omnipresent Ford Focus and Vauxhall Astra, as well as being the likes with the Honda Civic, Hyundai i30, Kia Ceed and Peugeot 308 among many more in this fiercely fought segment. Of these options, your vehicle the closest on the seat with regard to styling, performance and cost is just about the Ford Focus. This car may be overhauled in 2018, operating new styling, tech and models, but a brand new SEAT León is anticipated to appear for the market in 2019, following the 8th generation Volkswagen Golf continues on sale, also in 2019. 2019 Volkswagen Golf Mk3, specs, details and knowledge. 2018 Ford Focus Mk4, specs, details and knowledge. Search used SEAT León 2013 hatchbacks available for sale. SEAT León configurations, tech and equipment updated in 2017. SEAT made the front and the car somewhat bolder for 2017 using a remodeled bumper and grille, plus revised LED headlights, fog lamps and indicators. Inside, the existing multimedia system was replaced by a greater unit, using a 5.0 or 8.0-inch screen depending around the trim level. The larger device saw its button count fall to only 2, forcing drivers to prod the screen or make use of the voice control functions to switch settings. The rest on the center console was shuffled around as well as an electronic parking brake added, freeing up space for any larger cubby and optional wireless charging pad. SEAT León 5-door hatchback review, safety, engine and specs details. Safety kit that debuted within the SEAT of crossover was added, too, including traffic jam assist, pedestrian protection system, traffic sign recognition, blind spot detection, and parking assist. The engine range had also been updated. A powerful version with the 1.6-liter TDI diesel was added along with a 115 horsepower 1.0-liter TSI petrol unit which had previously been easily obtainable in Europe made its way on the UK. Furthermore, a brand new upmarket Xilinx technology trim was added with the top on the range. SEAT León FR and Cupra models. The best Cupra sports models, meanwhile, gained additional power, rising to 300 horsepower, providing rapid acceleration. This car continues to be developed continuously through the León's life. In fact, it is the fastest car SEAT has ever built. Along with this 300 horsepower power figure is often a healthy 380 Nm of torque. On this model being driven via top wheels, all-wheel drive is available for the street estate and also a 6-speed DSG dual-clutch gearbox. Consider it a lower-priced alternative towards the Volkswagen Golf R. The SEAT León FR is a bit more of a sporting trim level than an out-and-out performance model, much like the Cupra. Available in higher-powered petrol and diesel forms, the FR combines sporting looks and low running costs, and is often a big seller in kids. Watch more long-term SEAT León Cupra Street Cupra are tested. SEAT León petrol and diesel engine lineup. Taking full advantage on the Volkswagen Group's cache of engines, the SEAT León has a wide array of petrol and diesel units. The 1.0-liter TSI begins the 6-strong turbocharged petrol range, associated with a 1.2-liter motor plus a 1.4-liter by 50% states of tune, and also a 1.8-liter and also the sportiest 2.0-liter Cupra versions. There are 3 diesels, such as entry-level 1.6-liter and also a 2.0-liter boasting 2 power outputs. The former comes having a 5-speed manual gearbox, the greater engines have 6 gears, while each is available with an optional 7-speed DSG automatic. SEAT León passenger and luggage space. The 3rd-generation León offers more practicality that has a 39-liter larger boot, produce a total luggage capacity of 380 liters. The wheelbase is usually slightly longer to present more room for rear seat passengers. The SEAT León is additionally cheaper than lots of its rivals, boasts plenty of normal equipment and comes using a range of fuel-efficient, low CO2 emitting engines. Finance rates to the León also compare favorably against rivals, with low monthly installments on SEAT's PCP offer. The verdict. With sharp and sporting styling, upgraded engines along with a plusher interior, the SEAT León remains an extremely appealing medium hatchback. Prices are competitive, whether you're considering purchasing through PCP finance or paying cash. Where you'll find large discounts online. Throw in a very reasonable list of ordinary kit and also a sportier drive than many on this class, along with the León is one in the best family hatchbacks you will get. Watch on for that full SEAT León hatchback review. Strong engines across the stove. Impressive claimed fuel economy. Rapid Cupra 300 strong performance. There isn't real weak link inside the SEAT León range in terms of engines. Performance for many models is great, with adequate acceleration even in entry-level 1.0-liter petrol form. The 1.6-liter diesel feels a bit lethargic on occasion. Watch, manual versus auto. We test the León's gearboxes back-to-back. Whichever model you ultimately choose, it'll manage to sprinting from 0-62 miles per hour within just 10 seconds, wonderful able to break the 120 miles per hour mark, meaning it'll have a lot of power in reserve at motorway speeds. Petrol engines. Here you are able to choose between 115 horsepower 1.0-liter TSI, 110 horsepower 1.2-liter TSI, 125 horsepower and 150 horsepower 1.4-liter TSIs along with a 1.8-liter TSI engine with 180 horsepower, as well as the 300 horsepower Cupra. Most frugal may be the 1.0-liter 115 horsepower, which returned 64.2 miles per gallon within manual and DSG automatic form, despite being competent at hitting 62 miles per hour in a very reasonable 9.6 seconds. One on the most notable, however, may be the 150 horsepower 1.4-liter Eco TSI model, which boasts a lot more power versus the cheaper 1.4-liter alternative, cutting the 0.62 miles per hour acceleration time for you to 8.0 seconds, with all the bonus of employing less fuel inside the process. See the way the León Cupra stacks up against its arch rival the VW Golf R here. The secret to the is the Eco TSI engine can deactivate 2 of its cylinders when cruising, helping save petrol, while responding near instantly after you press harder for the accelerator. Diesel engines. Opt to get a diesel and you are able to choose from an entry-level 115 horsepower 1.6-liter TDI and a couple of 2.0-liter TDI units with 150 horsepower and 184 horsepower. Despite the big SP watch in power, there's very little difference in claimed fuel economy, together with the least powerful model returning 70.6 miles per gallon in manual form. The 150 horsepower model 64.2 miles per gallon as well as the 184 horsepower model 62.8 miles per gallon and 61.4 miles per gallon in manual and automatic incarnations respectively. The 1.6-liter diesel takes 9.8 seconds to go to 62 miles per hour, dropping to 8.4 seconds inside 150 horsepower model and 7.5 seconds using the 184 horsepower engine underneath the bonnet. Gearboxes. The 115 horsepower diesel engine comes that has a 5-speed manual gearbox, wonderful other models using a 6-speed manual as standard. Petrol 1.0-liter, 1.4-liter Eco TSI and 1.8-liter TSI Leons may also all be specified using a 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox, as can the 115 horsepower diesel. Meanwhile, the 184 horsepower diesel is available which has a 6-speed automatic. Both manual and automatic option is familiar VW Group fare. Slick doing his thing and easy to use from the case on the former and smooth yet punctual in the event you pick the auto. Driving modes. The SEAT has 4 driving modes and you are able to alter the thieves to match your mood. They are called Eco, Normal, Sport and Individual plus they alter the engine and steering response as well because interior ambient lighting red in Sport mode and white in Normal and Eco mode and engine sound. You can make your own preferred profile from the individual setting by choosing your favorite portions of each mode, which you are able to then activate for the touch of button. Engaging to push with little body roll. Vague steering takes away from confidence. Slick gear change and sharp brakes. SEAT León handling has long been fairly good. This also 3rd generation is different. The León is fun they are driving, there is little change body lean when taking corners at speed, whilst the steering is well weighted. You can't feel much over the steering, however, which reduces your confidence in just how much grip the tires have. This can be a shame, because you never come to feel completely at one with the auto. The Ford Focus as well as the BMW 1 Series both are better cars to operate a vehicle. The ride is just a little bit firm, too, so it will be best to decide on smaller wheels, when you'd rather a far more comfortable ride when compared to a sporty feel. Surprisingly, despite being firmer still, the Cupra models remain impressively comfortable. That's simply because they include dynamic chassis control adaptive suspension as standard. This really is optional on lesser Leons, which is often switched between comfort-oriented and sportier driving modes. Whichever setting you decide on, there's a superb balance between ride and road holding. We took our Leon Street Cupra for the track at Rockingham. Observe it fared here. Improved interior quality obvious. Fewer buttons as a result of touchscreen system. Good all-around visibility. Interior switches and materials are of any much better quality than those inside the previous generation car. This is easily the most effective cabin a car wearing the Leon badge has had. The buttons feel newer and robust as the dash is soft to touch. The interior is incredibly logical and well thought out even though the dials and controls are driver focused. The driving position is great, but getting there is a faff in case you have manually adjustable seats and regularly switch between drivers. If so, you really should take the therapy lamp for electric front seats. These make life simpler. The front pillars tend not to intrude an excessive amount of making all-round visibility very good. The Satan of in this long-term Leon did start to annoy us. Uncover why here. Firm ride with bigger alloy wheels. Smaller diesel engine may be quieter. Wing mirrors create many wind noise. SEAT León comfort levels are reasonably high due to comfy seats and greater interior space for rear passengers. However, the suspension can feel somewhat overly firm and jarring on rougher roads and models with large alloy wheels. Conversely, Cupra 300 models running with adaptive suspension are competent to deal with these imperfections considerably more successfully. The Leon features a longer wheelbase, up by 58 mm on the previous generation, which loosens more room inside and inside the boot. Rear legroom has risen by 14 mm with an abundance of head and legroom for all those but the tallest adults, as well as the boot capacity continues to be boosted by 39 liters while using seats in position. The enormous rear pillars make things quite dark inside back seat, though within the plus side the center seat is very comfortable with a silly amount of back support and a lot of headroom, although the large transmission tunnel reduces footroom. The front seats, meanwhile, are happy and fairly well bolstered, although some drivers might like for somewhat more side support. On the gloomy, there's quite a lot of diesel clatter when pulling away in 1.6-liter TDI models, but once in control this mostly fades away. The angular wing mirrors do make a bit of wind noise at motorway speed, which is additional irritating versus the refinement from the engines when cruising. Tweaked trim levels from 2017. Range topped by Cupra 300. All designs include a sporty vibe. The SEAT León is easily obtainable in 6 standard trims, topped because of the high-performance Cupra 300 models. Standard SEAT León hatchback equipment. Kicking things off is S-Spec, which comes with 15-inch wheel trims, aircon, 5.0-inch touchscreen multimedia system, Bluetooth connectivity plus a multi-collision foot brake. SEAT technology. Next up is SEAT technology, which adds 16-inch alloy wheels, heated wing mirrors, LED daytime running lights, 8-inch touchscreen multimedia system with DAB radio and SATNav, split folding rear seats and cruise control. SEAT dynamic technology. This is then SEAT dynamic technology, which gets you set of 17-inch alloys, tinted rear windows and rear parking sensors. FR technology. FR technology models feature 17-inch alloy wheels, 2+ twin exhaust pipes, full LED headlights, front sports seats, sports suspension, driving modes, more sharply styled back and front bumpers, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and rear parking sensors. Xenon's technology. This has a similar kit as SEAT technology models, as well as a wireless charger with phone signal booster, LED headlights, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, leather front sports seats, dual-zone climate control, keyless entry and go, front and back parking sensors, heated front seats and automatic lights and wipers. Cupra 300. Sporty Cupra models, meanwhile, feature exactly the same equipment as FR technology models plus 19-inch alloy wheels, additional sporty styling details, Alcantara front sports seats, front parking sensors and dynamic chassis control adaptive suspension. Optional SEAT León hatchback extras. There's a massive amount optional extras available for the new Leon. First of all, the 2 main driving assistance packs adding equipment, for example high beam assist, traffic sign recognition and lane assist. then you may choose advanced comfort and driving packs for things such as city braking, traffic jam assist and emergency assist. Other optional includes metallic paint, parking assistance and also the following: adaptive suspension, adaptive cruise control, heated front seats, rear view camera, electric driver's seat. Performed well in Euro NCAP crash test. Crash test has become made tougher. Newer arrivals feature additional safety kit. SEAT León safety levels are wonderful. Euro NCAP awarded it 5 stars in 2012, boosting its entice safety-conscious drivers and fleets. Be aware, however, the crash safety body regularly tightens up its tests, so it's likely that the 5-star car in 2017 performs better over a 5-star car from 2012 with precisely the same overall score. Standard safety kit includes stability control with tire pressure monitoring, driver and front passenger airbags along with front, side and curtain airbags. There's a driver's knee airbag, alarm and remote central locking. From 2017 you might also add traffic jam assist, pedestrian protection system, traffic sign recognition, blind spot detection, and parking assist. Watch, SEAT León Hatchback Euro NCAP crash test. Large boot and spacious cabin. Comfortable rear seats for 2. Lots of practical cubby holes. SEAT León practicality is class-leading in this particular sector. You can fit 4 adults in comfort. In case pushed you might squeeze 3 adults over the rear, although they'll be just a little cramped. With seats set up, the boot incorporates a load space of 380 liters, that's 39 liters bigger compared to the boot inside the second-generation León and the same as that of an Audi A3 Sportback. There are an abundance of cubby holes even though the door pockets as well as the glove box are of any decent size. The León within reason small and maneuverable. Therefore, trips on the supermarket and multi-story car parks should leave including the least confident unfazed. Wide rear pillars do make the automobile feel just a little unnecessarily bulky when reversing, however.